It's a pink out here at Jim Carroll Stadium. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the students, players, and fans are wearing their pink to show their support. We have a big game tonight being played right here in the jungle, but none bigger as far as scheduling-wise. Not a district game, but a game that will test as we head into the playoffs in a couple of weeks. You win a game like tonight, this is like a third or fourth round playoff game. We are in week 8. The Tigers come in 7-0 as the Tomcats come in at 7-1. It's a battle of two top 10 teams in Class 4A in the state of Tennessee. You're listening to the Central Bank pregame show. We'll be back with a look at tonight's game when we return right after. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football tonight. This is a Central Bank pregame show, and it may not be a must-win for either team, but it's a win that if you can get it here tonight, it sure will give you some confidence as we move closer to the end of the season and heading in to the playoffs. Like I said, this is like a week 3 or week 4 in the TSSAA. Last week, the Tigers went on the road for only the second time at Chester County. Tiger offense was flying high with their vertical passing game. The Tiger defense, they played another outstanding game as well, holding Chester County to 3 points. Carter Smith put on a passing clinic with 3 touchdown passes last week, 328 yards. I think he was 18 for 23 in the game. And Kirk, it was a outstanding performance by our offense and Carter, and really our offensive line giving him time to really just pick Chester County apart.
Well, it's another thing too. When we get here the following Friday, we're always like, man, they outperformed what we thought they would against Chester County. Chester County had athletes; they were good, and they matched us, size, speed, strength, and talent, but out-coached them, out-efforted. What would be a word for efforted? We out-efforted them. And all in all, they're just the offense has clicked all year. And it starts with Carter. I mean, he's been given a lot more responsibility than a lot of previous quarterbacks. He's got control over blocking assignments. He's in a true read on his RPOs. And he's been up to the task. And it's like we said before, probably hadn't thrown 15 balls all year. It hadn't been catchable. So, I mean, he's just been stellar. And it's hard in high school when you have timing routes and him and his receivers are on the same page. You just don't have good enough defensive backs and safeties to play that cover defense. And that's what you got to do when you got a quarterback that's being able to do that with time to throw and the guys that can catch and run with it.
Kendall, defensively, the Tigers went up against a really a powerful offensive team. They have weapons on the outside. They had a really good tailback. They had a senior quarterback as well, and they have been putting up a lot of points as they had come in 1-5. But we've had a couple of these games where might have been the best 1-5 team that we've seen as far as paper goes. And you come out and see the look test. They were, it's like Pure coming in here at 0-6, but maybe the best winless team that we've seen all year. But the defense, they had to overcome kind of a sluggish start. Of course, they're double teaming Adam and making other guys make plays. But what they were kind of doing worked in their favor with that good tailback with the Barham kid.
Yeah, and I think last week was probably the first game all year where we haven't been barking out Adam's name pretty consistently, because they did a really good job of taking him out of the picture. But it's a testament to all the other guys on the defensive line, linebackers, defensive backs that stepped up and kind of corralled them and really, for the most part, we really shut them down into the second half and kind of kept them from doing what they did best, which was running the ball. They gashed us a few times in that first half, but kind of the same story tonight with Haywood. They've got a really good running back, and so I'm anxious to see how our defense is prepared all week in practice and what we put out here on the field tonight.
Well, speaking of running backs, Heyman got the bulk of the carries last week with Saunders out with an ankle injury. And, Kirk, I think it affected us a little bit because they really want Heyman on both sides of the ball. And talking to David Long tonight and looking at the video, he said, we really need Jacob to come back in this game. And he's about 80-85%. He'll play some tonight. And, you don't want to do anything to really get him hurt as we move into our last two district games. But we're going to need Heyman on the other side of the ball.
Well, and one of the other things, too, about Heyman's play is, and from the first game on, I mean, he's looked better than he was last year, and that's kind of true for across the board on this team. Some years there's not a lot of progression from your junior, senior year. This class is different. I mean, everybody on this team, you can see a noted difference in the way they played this year, thus the record. But getting back to Saunders, yeah, I mean, anytime you take a player that's in a starting rotation and you have to move him from his original starting position to a different one, you're going to, or you would think, you would have to weaken the position he came from, else that other person would be playing it. So it's never a positive when you have to move a starter to a different position, because that means you're having to fill it with maybe somebody who's just a step slower or not quite as athletic. So I hope Saunders is 100% because he's fun to watch when he is.
All right, we'll take a timeout. This is the Central Bank pregame show right here from Jim Carroll Stadium. We'll talk a little bit about Haywood when we return. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. This is a Central Bank pregame show. It's pink out night here at Jim Carroll Stadium in the jungle. It's Hardin County and Haywood. This is the 30th meeting between Haywood and Hardin County. Series began in 1947. The Tigers were 5-24 all time versus Haywood. First Hardin County win was in year 20 in 1997, and since that time, the Tigers and the Tomcats have 5 wins apiece. And 2015-2016 were the last year's games played. We won over there, and they came over here and won over here. And so that's kind of the way the series has gone the last 10 years anyway. But talking about Haywood earlier, they come in number 6 in the state. They were a semifinal game last year with Pearl Cone, lost, I think it was on the last second play. Over there at Haywood County. But kind of looking at comparison, they played Pure. They defeated them 28-21. MBA, which we played 46-26. They lost to Oakland. Their only loss 48-6. And they average about 4 touchdowns at the minimum a game. Tigers on the same way. They defeated Pure 21-14. MBA. They defeated them by a couple of touchdowns as well, and Tigers averaging at least 3 touchdowns per game offensively. Our defense a little bit more stingy than their defense, but they've got 3 key players tonight: Hines, Miller, and Williams. And Kendall, you've scouted them, you've looked at them on film. Tell us a little bit about what you've seen so far.
Well, starting with their quarterback, since we like to start with talking about Carter, their quarterback's very efficient. He's good with his legs, and he can throw the ball down the field when he needs to. They definitely take their fair share of shots down the sideline. They don't do a lot of passing, when in terms of middle of the field. But their guy's the running back. He's a very good running back, has really good vision. He hits the hole really hard, and he's really quick. And that's kind of their dynamic duo when it comes to the running and the passing game. They kind of flow as their rushing attack flows, and that's why we kind of talked about the defense earlier and how we were able to control the line of scrimmage. And hopefully if we can do that, we can really kind of throw a wrench in the things they try to do throughout the game.
Well, one question I wanted to ask you is the quarterback a running quarterback? Or is he more
predominantly run, yeah.
So he's a threat as well, which
Yeah.
always, at this level is a –
complicates things a little bit
it
more.
complicates for the defense then.
All right, we're going to take a real quick timeout. The Pride is on the field. They're fixing to perform the national anthem. So we'll be back with more of the Central Bank pregame show right after this timeout. letting us come upfield, and then he was cutting back behind us.
Well, and one of the things, too, if you think about it, you take a defensive line, and if you've got 4 guys on the defensive line, and 2 of them get penetration and are 2 or 3 yards upfield, and your other 2 are still back at the line of scrimmage, that's just naturally creates more of a running lane if the back's good enough to see that and make a cut that one step and get behind the guys that have gotten upfield. Like a lot of times Harris ran right by the running back, and I think it was kind of by design, was to get him back there and then run the opposite direction. So it was a pretty good scheme that they had. This game tonight, Haywood was stamped on the schedule at the beginning of the year. We got Haywood. Good thing we got them at home. And so this game is really all of this 7-0 that we are so far. This is the challenge, I think, for this team, more so than any of the other 7 games.
Yeah, and a challenge it is. And Kendall, we talked about, you don't want to look ahead. We got 2 more games after this, but, it's not like either team needs this game to solidify a spot at the top of their district. But it is a game to kind of prove, really, for us. Haywood's been there in late in the state playoffs. I think it's really for us to prove that, hey, we can play with a team like this, a team that went to the semifinals. Giles County went to semifinals last couple of years, and it was a really good battle here. I think it's just one more step.
Yeah, I think it's, these 2 teams have something in common, built on tradition. And, of course, when you have a schedule that's like ours this year, I think you cap off tonight with a win, and it's like, we've played some dogs this year, and we're one of them. And I think that it's just a testament to who we are as a group. And they've made a lot of adjustments from the first of the year. With the loss of a coach and their quarterback, and they've made some fine tuning that's really paid dividends. And so we got a really good game on our hands tonight.
Kirk, Coach Smith wants to be balanced with the run game and with the passing game. Last week struggled a little bit with the run game. They loaded up the box, and they pretty much said, okay, beat us through the air. We're not going to let you beat us on the ground, and that's what we did. Tonight will be a little bit different. I would assume that their corners will come up, play press coverage. It's going to be a little bit harder to get off the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to be really physical to do that. But if, like Kendall said earlier, if they like to bring up their linebackers, then Ryan Weeks should have a big night.
Yeah, and across the board. One of the things that I kind of tempered my thinking about was we've got a couple of receivers that are not big in stature, and I question their speed. But like Blankenship, taking that ball, what was that, 60, 70 yards to the house.
Yeah.
And he outran everybody on their side of the ball last week. So, these guys can run. And, if we get in press coverage, they're going to have to be in tight coverage because that's going to put you one-on-ones. And if Carter continues to be able to throw the ball like he has earlier in the previous 7 games, he can put it in a tight window. He's good enough, with a DB draped 2 yards behind it, he can complete that pass. And the other thing, too, and I'll go on record, this is the best second-half team that I can remember, because a lot of these games that we've beaten teams with a running clock, that didn't happen until the, third and fourth quarter. We've had teams that have run up and down the field on us at times in the first half, and then they just completely shut them down. They make adjustments, and these guys can respond to those halftime adjustments. And that Pure Academy was the best example of that because, man, they had some speed. If they got an open field, you weren't going to get them. And, he changed and started containing on the ends, and they understood how to get upfield and push those running backs, deeper so help could get there. And, just great adjustments, and this team has been pretty stellar in the second half.
Well, we need to get a fast start is what I think tonight. And really, we've, Kendall, a couple of games we've had a sluggish start. to the game. But when you get in games like this, you can't afford to have a sluggish start and get down by a score or two.
Right, and of course, it kind of just building off what Kirk was talking about, especially with the way that their defense is with the press coverage on the outside. Not only is it going to put a kind of a strain on our receivers, but also on our offensive line, giving Carter enough time. But I think it's, how many games in a row have we won the toss and elected to receive? And I think tonight's going to be no different. Try to go down there and set the tone early and hopefully build off of that.
Well, the captains are coming out on the field. It'll be Harris, Van Hoos, Sam Tanner, and Carter Smith as the Tigers head into the tunnel in the north end zone. The Tomcats are making their way into the south end zone, and out comes the Tigers through the tee. And it's football time in Hardin County. We'll be back with the opening kick. You've been listening to the Central Bank pregame show right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX app. We'll be back with Hardin County football right after this. Back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football. It's the Tigers and the Tomcats from Haywood as the Tomcats race onto the field. They'll be in all white shirt, white pants, and their purple helmets. The Tigers in all maroon pants, maroon shirts, and their maroon helmets. Tigers won the toss. They elect to receive to start the game. So, boys, this is what it's all about right here. 8th week of the season. This is as big as it gets.
Yeah, who's number 3 for them?
That's their running back, Miller.
That's the one that's good?
Yeah.
That just did a full round-off total 360 flip?
He's their guy.
Yeah, I mean, that right there looked like an Olympic gymnast when he did that flip. It wasn't like just a barely get over and land. I mean, he did like a full pike position flip in the air. I was impressed.
Bryson Jones will put it down for the Tomcats. They'll be kicking from the south to the north end zone. They'll set it up here on the near hash. We're on the west side of the field as the Tigers will send. I'm trying to see who that is back there deep. I can't tell who that is, Kendall.
Wyke.
As Wyke is back deep for Hardin County.
Different setup for us on our receiving team. We've only got a single a single back deep to run it back. We usually have 2 guys back there.
So here's the opening kick. It's a short end-over-end kick, and we call for a fair catch. That's Jack Gray, and he'll get it at the 25-yard line. So they'll take over first down, 1st and 10 at their own 25. Smith will bring them out, and Jacob Saunders will come out here in the first series. Good to see him back.
Don't see any limp either. Looks like he's pretty healthy.
So they'll send 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. 4-man front for the Tomcats. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Handoff Saunders trying to get outside. Cuts it back toward the middle. Still on his feet at the 30. And he bangs down close to about the 33-yard line. So a good pickup on first down. A pickup of about 7, maybe 8 on the carry.
Just some guys got it, don't they? I mean,
Yeah.
Testing out that right ankle early, too.
Yeah, nothing was outside. He cut it back and picked up 8 on the carry to be 2nd down, 2nd and 2. Ball out at the 34. Shotgun formation. Saunders to the left. Here's a snap. They'll give it to him again right up the middle. And he's going to get the 35, and that should be enough for a first down. I think they're going to actually give him the 36. They do, and they hadn't said anything yet. And now they move the chains. It will be a Hardin County Bank first down on the run by Saunders. So 2 good runs by Jacob Saunders. Welcome back. As didn't play any last week. 2 receivers right, 1 to the far side. Now they'll go 5-man front. Saunders goes in motion, and now here comes a flag.
he's going to call illegal shift, 2-man in motion at the same time, and that's wrong because they've got a second to reset, which they did. And I don't know what that is.
Coach Smith is asking about it.
Yeah, he should ask about it. I mean,
well, this is supposed to be a crew that is one of their state playoff crews.
well, they missed that one. I mean, you get an illegal shift when you have 2 men moving at the same time and one doesn't get set.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 15. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 3-man front for the Tomcats. Here's a snap. Here comes some pressure. Fires down the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted at the 50-yard line. Still on his feet at the 45, and he'll be wrestled down to 42, and that ball was badly underthrown. In fact, if he got some air under it, he had Gray wide open in the middle of the field, and the Tomcats get a turnover.
Yeah, and the penalty's part of that. I mean, it's just, you know, I don't really bash these officials, but that was just, they missed it.
Yeah.
That's
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tomcats. They'll send 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's a snap, hand off to Miller in the middle. He's going to be hit and then knocked down. That's Carter Durbin on the tackle. Maybe he even lost a yard.
They got a different running back there. Miller's in the slot.
Hines, a quarterback in a shotgun. It's kind of a shallow gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. 4-man front for the Tigers. 2nd down, 2nd and 10. Here comes a man in motion. They'll pitch it to him, trying to get outside. He's got a little bit of running room. He's going to be tracked down and then slung out of bounds by Heyman.
Now we know why he's in the slot, Kendall.
Yeah.
Speed sweeped him.
So a good play by the Tigers. I didn't see who came up from behind. Tibble got him from behind, and then Heyman came up and cleaned it up. So it'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7. The ball at the Tiger 38.
They watched that pure film, Kurt.
Yeah.
Williams, the tailback. He's to the right of Hines. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Williams up the middle. Has a little bit of running room. Then Harris will knock him down at the 35. So that'll bring up a 4th down, 4th and about 4.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're
4th down, 4th and 4. First big defensive series for the Tigers. Now they're going to go 3 wide in a diamond formation over there. 1 here to the near side. 4-man front. Here's a snap. Looking, still looking. Fires down the sideline. It's going to be way out of bounds and incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Heyman had him great too. I mean,
that's a big stop.
And that was a set play for him just on the go route. Quarterback never looked anywhere else, wasn't looking anywhere else. They were just going to take that deep route, and good job by Heyman in man coverage.
So the Tigers get it back. They turn it over on downs. We gave it to them on an interception. It'll be first down, 1st and 10, 8:31 to go here in the first. No score. First down, 1st and 10 from the 35. Here's a snap. Saunders. This time he's going to be hit in the backfield. And we just kind of whiffed over there on the left side of our offensive line. Lost a yard on the carry. It'll be second down, 2nd and 11. Now he'll send Blankenship and White to his left, Weeks and Gray here, or Rose to the near side. Saunders, a tailback to the right. We're going from the north to the south end zone, 4-man front. Here's a snap. They'll give to Saunders again. He's going to be hit by the same guy. He's coming untouched off the end over there. He's just coming upfield and nothing there.
Well, the thing is those tackles stopping it up in the middle. They're trying to be patient. The running back's looking for a hole, and he's just got time to get there.
So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 14. He loses back to the 31. Now they'll go 3 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Now they'll move Saunders to the right. They'll empty the backfield. Here's a snap. Carter pulls up, still on his feet at the 40-yard line. He's going to get close to the 43. That's going to be short of the first down. He had to get out of there in a hurry. He actually had some running room. And then that'll bring up 4th down as Carter's lining it up. 4th down, 4th and 3 from the 43. And they give a hard count. Here comes a flag, and they jump.
Clapp got him, didn't it? They didn't jump on his count. They jumped on his clap.
They hadn't been watching enough film.
So that'll move the ball out to the 47. That'll be a first down, 1st and 10 on the offsides penalty of the Tomcats. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers at their own 47-yard line.
That just shouldn't work as much as it does.
2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Saunders, a tailback to the right of Smith. 3-man front now for now a 4th man creeps up. Here's Saunders, has some running room, lowers his head, goes into Tomcat territory at about the 47, 48. Nothing there, and he decided to lower his head and picked up an extra, 3 or 4 yards?
Yeah, that was a great 5-yard run out of nothing.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 5 as they move it in Tomcat territory at the 48. Now Carter will send Blankenship and White to his left. Rose here to the near side. Here's a snap. There's a quick pitch out to Blankenship, and he's going to quickly fall for about a yard gain as they closed on him quick. Had a little bit of room, but the speed came up and closed it off, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to say no gain. 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Now they'll go 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Carter will empty the backfield on this 3rd down play. Third down, 3rd and 5. Here's a snap, straight drop. Has some time, fires down the sideline. It's going to be incomplete, and that was Rose, and he had a defensive back all over him. No room there, and I think the Tigers may punt it. They will. They'll send on their punt team on 4th down. So Carter Pigg will come out and punt it for the Tigers.
Good throw. Their coverage was good. He just gave his receiver a chance to make a play, and Rose got out jumped by the corner, got a hand on it, knocked it away.
Palmer back deep for the Tomcats. He'll stand at his own 15. Here's a bad snap, no rush. Carter gets it away, and it's going to take a Hardin County bounce. And he better get away from that as it rolls inside the 15 down to about the 11-yard line. So a good punt by Carter Pig. It'll be first down, 1st and 10 Haywood at their own 11-yard line.
Well, if nothing else, we flipped the field, and that's always good.
I can never understand. I watch this in college all the time. I think I saw it last night watching the game. You got one back there, and he'll sit and let the ball roll at him. And Tanner pops on it, and the Tigers get it at the 35-yard line. So the Tigers get a turnover.
Man, I had on my mind then. He looked like he might be able to take it. And I don't know, was it Tidwell got a hand in there and ripped it out?
That was Wilson, the receiver, as it looked like he was fixing to break a tackle and have some room to run, and then somebody punched it out. May have been Hayden. So the Tigers get it with 4:39 to go here in the first, no score. First down, 1st and 10. The ball at the 35 of the Tomcats. Our second trip inside their territory. Here's a snap. Heyman this time. No, Carter's going to keep it around the right side at the 30-yard line. He's going to pull his way down close to the 25, and the guy that came up and tackled him is laying on the ground. He took the blunt of that one.
Yeah, they're not used to it.
That was Washington, the DB. That one smarted a little bit, and I think he's going to go out slowly.
Carter got down and just put his shoulder on their shoulder, and, he smashed him. How much Carter weigh now?
So it'll be first down. It'll be, second down, 2nd and 2, a pickup of 8 on the play.
Has 195 pounds against 150.
The ball at the 26 now. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Heyman. Bounces it outside to 25. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. Hurdles a man there at about the 15-yard line and moves close to the 10-yard lines. They'll run him out of bounds. I think they'll spot him short. That'll be enough for Hardin County Bank, 1st and 10 on the run by Heyman.
That's the difference between the two styles. Saunders waits and tries to pick a hole to squirt through north and south, and Heyman loves to kick it outside and use his speed to get downfield. It's a good combination to have those two guys.
Now they're going to spot it right at the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Tigers at the 10. Here's a snap. Heyman, here's a whistle from this official over here. What's it going to be this time?
That's usually us, or they lined up offside one.
They lined up offside, so we'll move it to the 5. So now they'll send in Big Harris. They'll bring in the power package. Harris will come in. Blankenship will come out.
You know how much fun that is for a D lineman to get to come in on offense and have a chance to score or make a key block to score a touchdown. That's just bonus if you're a defensive lineman.
So it's 1st and goal from the 5. Here's a snap. Heyman, left side, spins, and this time he's going to be knocked down for about a yard loss.
Linebacker just shooting gaps.
We tried to run to that side. Harris and Weeks over there behind Huggins, and actually the linebacker came from the backside on that one and got him. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 7.
Going to be hard going down here in this short yardage situation because they've got some.
Watch Adam.
They've got some meat.
Here goes Heyman in motion right. Here's a snap. As Carter's going to take it at the 5, moves into the end zone. Touchdown, Hardin County. Carter went off the right side, lowered his shoulder, put the boom on somebody, and then looked at him.
You know, when a quarterback runs over a guy and puts him out of the game, it really does get your confidence built up. So he just ran over another one.
So the Tigers strike first with 3:01 to go here in the first quarter, and out comes Nolan Foster. Smith will hold. Here's a snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. We'll take a timeout. Hardin County 7, Haywood nothing. We'll be back right after this. This is Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. On that play and a big run by Heyman. And Tigers go up 7-zip with 3:01 to go here in the first quarter after the turnover. So each team with a turnover. Tigers were able to capitalize on theirs. Here's Foster. A short kick on the ground, still on the ground, rolling around the 30. They'll pick it up there. And the ball's on the ground. We have it again! Foster right there. As Tanner had him that time, spun him around, and the ball went forward right into Foster's hands. And Nolan in the right spot again.
You do not mess with the Matador. He just whipped the bull in.
That was Miller right there. They spun him around, and that was a good strip. He just pulled the ball out of his left hand. The Tigers are back in business again. First down, 1st and 10 from the Tomcat 43.
Yeah, they're winning the physical side of the game, and that's always a motivator.
So they'll go 2 receivers right and left. Saunders, the tailback. Here comes a man in motion. They'll fake it to him. Looking. Got a man open down the field. That's Rose. Complete at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! London Rose! And the Tigers strike again with 2:45 to go here in the first.
I don't know why any college team wouldn't want that boy as their quarterback. I mean, he's smart. He's shown his toughness tonight. And, man, that touch throw right there was something out of Alice in Wonderland. I mean, he just threw that, just floated it up, caught on the outstretched hands of Rose, and nobody could get it but him in the end zone.
So Foster will come out for the extra point. Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Our new score, 2:45 to go in the first. Hardin County 14, Haywood nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM.
Drive powered by Jones Motor Company. The Tigers go one play, 43 yards. Carter Smith to London Rose to put the Tigers up 14-0.
I want to remind you in the morning, your Sports Saturday starts with Coach to Coach at 8 a.m., followed by Sports Talk at 9. No Tennessee tomorrow as the Vols take the weekend off. Here's a kick by Foster on the ground, still rolling around on the ground, and then Miller comes up and grabs it, and then he's going to be knocked down right there. That actually hit a Tomcat player, and Miller had to really hustle to come up and make a recovery. That almost was ugly as well. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tomcats. They'll come out trailing 14-0 with 2:39 to go here in the first quarter. Hines brings them to the line. He'll send a receiver to the right, 2 here to the near side. They'll start this drive at their own 34. Here's a snap. The ball's on the ground. Ball's bounding around. Tigers, here comes a bean bag. Who's got it? As they'll go into
Boy, they got lucky there.
They went into the pile, and the Tomcats got it back.
I mean, they almost lost another one at 35. That would have been something.
Yeah, they were kicking it around, and now I think the Tomcat coaching staff wants to call a timeout. They're a little rattled, and they will. They'll take a timeout. 2:11 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top. We'll be back in 1 minute. $14-0 our score. Tomcats come back after the timeout. Second down. Here's a handoff, and he's going to be knocked down as he goes across the 35 to about the 36, maybe 37-yard line. So that'll bring up a third down. Third and about 7. Miller was on the carry then. Hines brings them to the line. 2 receivers left, 1 to the far side. Tigers got the box full. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Miller again. He's going to be hit in the backfield and knocked backwards. Adam Harris got him by the legs, and then
he cut back between Harris and Johnson.
That was Goheen, I think, that came back and cleaned him up. Now Miller's down on the field. It'll be 4th down, 4th and 7 on their 38-yard line. Their offense is still out on the field. I don't know that they want to do this. But now Miller is down on the field, and I think they're going to help him up. Is it an official timeout, or they're going to let him go out? Now they're running. The water guy goes out, and then they run him off the field. So it will be 4th down, 4th and 7. As Hines will stay in the game. 4th down, 4th and 7 at their 38-yard line. And now I think they're going to decide to punt it away. As they'll send their kicker out. I was fixing to say, might not want to do that. Back deep goes Gray. Tigers line up. Here's a high snap. Here comes a little bit of pressure. Almost got blocked by Pig, but a good kick as they punt it to the 25, 24-yard line.
Hard to figure out how he missed it.
That was Sanchez, their kicker, and he got it. I don't know how he got it off. Punted it right through Pig's hands.
I think it went under his arm.
So the Tigers will have it 1st down, 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line with 49 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It's pink out here at Jim Carroll Stadium. Full house tonight for this home game. Tigers will be on the road in a couple of weeks and then back home at the end of the season. Here's a snap. Hand off to Heyman. Breaks the tackle there, trying to get outside. He does at the 25, still on his feet at the 26. Rolled out of bounds at the 27 as he just stiff-armed a Tomcat defender in the backfield. And
that was a really inspired 3-yard run.
Yeah. Got about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. Let's say 4 yards, so it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 6. This time they'll go 3 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Heyman will stand to the left of Smith. As the clock is winding down, that will be the last play of the first quarter as we go under 5 seconds. 14-0 our score. Tigers on top after 1. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM, WKWXFM.com, and the WKWX app. Streaming live on YouTube channel Slice 93. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football here tonight. And a huge matchup between two teams out of district but in the same region. Second down, 2nd and 6 from the 28. Here's a snap. Handoff, Heyman trying to bounce it outside. This time there'll be nothing out there as they wrap him up. I do know this. It's going to be hard to kind of try to pick your holes out there. You got to hit it hard because they're coming up. They got a lot in the box, too.
Yeah,
daring us.
Got a lot of size and speed in the box along with numbers.
So he loses maybe 2 on the carry and bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 8.
Obvious putt. Looks like they're going into zone now and too deep instead of playing the press coverage man.
Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking to his right, still looking. Got a man going down the sideline. He's being held. I thought he reached up and grabbed him. Maybe not. He had Heyman going down the sideline and just overshot him. And now we got a flag. Maybe against them.
Been 3 flags in the game and all by the same
the same guy on this side.
Head of officials at State Tennessee's here tonight, and I guess they're wanting. And the first call of the game they missed.
Well, it's against us because they're declining. Let's see what this one is. Ineligible downfield. They'll decline, and now we'll have to punt it away.
That makes sense, though, with this kind of quarterback kind of scrambling around. Don't know if he's going to have to take off running or not. Puts the lineman in a bad spot.
Pig will come out to punt it away for the Tigers. Back deep is Washington. He'll stand at his own 45. Pig will punt it from his 10. Here's a snap. It's a good. No pressure. He'll get it away. Wobbly kick. It'll be fielded at the 42. And he'll get to the 45, to the 46, and then knock him back around the 45. And I think that's where they'll spot it, right at the 45-yard line. So a good punt, about a 3-yard return. And the Tigers will send their defense out on the field, leading 14-0 with 10:46 to go here in the first half. Hines will bring them out.
Foster hadn't been back in, had he?
Still running now.
That 33 was.
Williams will be the tailback to start this series for the Tomcats. 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap, quick throw, complete, trying to look for some room, and he gets spun around a couple of times. There's 5 Tigers over there, and he kind of got out of it and picked up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the play.
He's a little squirrel out there. I bet he's not 5'5", and boy, he's quick.
2nd down. 2nd and 6. Tigers trying to get lined up. Same play. This time they'll knock him out of bounds. That's Cummings out there on the tackle. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it back at the 49. They move it inside Tiger territory, but it'll be a 3rd down, 3rd and about 4 from the 49 of the Tigers. Here's a snap. They'll do it again. This time he's going to be hit and knocked short. Who is that? That Heyman came up then.
What a tackle.
He's about 2 yards short of the 1st down, so that's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and a long 2, as they'll spot it at the 47. He's just standing up, throwing it to his receiver out there. We're off of him.
Yeah, I'm sure this was in his plan, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if we get a couple of yards here, we'll go for it.
So Hines will send 2 receivers right and left. Man comes in motion. They'll flip it to him. That's Miller's looking for room, and he's not going to get it. Pig was there, knocked him down, and also Goheen was there, and he's going to fall short about a yard. I think they're going to turn it over on downs.
That's twice.
As Miller got popped again as he tried to cut it up the field, and the Tigers defense, they hold again on a 4th down play, and we'll get it 1st down, 1st and 10 at our own 46-yard line. That was a big play there by the Tigers. They kept trying to go that left side toward their sideline, working the short side of the field. And now we got a stoppage. What is it? They're sending 6 off the field.
He's not in a hurry.
So they sent a player off the field, and now they'll bring one off the bench. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. I don't know what that's about. They wanted him out of there. First down, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's a snap. And Saunders is going to be hit in the backfield and drove backwards. And our offensive line has got some holes in it right now, and they're kind of looking at each other as, okay, we had the wrong read on that one. And we went backwards, back to the 42-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 14. Now they'll go 3 receivers to the left. And Rose to the right. Saunders will stand to the right of Smith. 3-man front, 4-man front for the Tomcats. Now they'll put Saunders in motion right. Here's a snap. Quick throw out here to Gray, and he dropped it. Tried to get upfield before he had the ball.
Yeah, mine was going one way and the ball another.
So to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 14. Had some running room too, but he also had number 8 bearing down on him as well.
He had the cutback lane then, though. I mean, they had overrun it, and he was going to pick some yardage up back toward the middle of the field.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 14. The ball at the 42, the Tigers 42. 8:26 to go here in the first half. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Now Saunders in motion right. Here's a snap, straight drop. Fires down the field. He's got a man open, complete at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5, and knocked down inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line. That's Ryan Weeks.
Yeah, he about made a critical mistake.
He sure did.
And I'm not so sure they didn't. They gave it to him. He came down. He was showboating it before he went in the end zone. They stripped him.
He didn't know the guy was behind him.
Sure enough.
He thought he was in the open and nobody behind him, and the guy was chasing him on his backside shoulder, and he kept looking over his inside shoulder.
Well, he also
he slowed up.
He slowed up. He didn't think anybody was behind him going to the end zone. He was going to walk in there, and they said he fumbled. The Tomcats said they had it, and they're right. So a critical mistake there. That could have been the dagger here in the first quarter.
Put them away while you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 21 a lot better than 14 against this bunch.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 at their 4-yard line. They're back deep, 8:12 to go. Here's a snap, handoff. That's Miller. He's going to be hit and dropped by Sam Tanner. That's not Miller. Excuse me. That's
the other guy.
That's Williams on the carry.
That's the other guy.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about 8. They must move it out to the 6. Here's a snap. Hines, straight drop, looking. It's going to be sacked! Right at they're going to spot him at the 1-yard line. They'll spot him there. They almost got him in the end zone. Big Adam Harris, one-handed, took him down. Boy, that was quick, too. I didn't even see Adam get in there.
Well, he's just got to get off. I mean, bottom line is not many players you see has got the quickness that he does off the start.
So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 13 as they get him back to about the 1-yard line. So he's inside. That's a shotgun formation, standing in his own end zone. Steps back, fires, and it's going to be incomplete as if Tanner didn't turn around, and now here comes a flag from the backside.
Wasn't the ball tilt? Looked like it.
They're going to say pass interference on us. We never did touch him. We didn't turn around. The ball actually hit Tanner in the back.
That's awful. That's terrible.
Well, this state crew is not doing much here. They're not in favor of this home crowd. And
when the guy closest to our sideline didn't even
didn't
throw a flag.
call it. It came from way back here in the back.
That's
and
bad.
So pass interference on the Tigers.
Gosh.
And, man, that cost us right there because we had them pinned back deep on the incomplete pass. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 at the 16. Here comes a man
That's
in
a
motion.
false start.
And,
Back him right back up.
And this dude over here now.
I mean, we had a button out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he's throwing his flag. It's in our favor
His
this time.
shoulder's going to be sore tomorrow.
He didn't throw it on the pass interference.
Well,
Because it wasn't pass interference.
The guy that threw the flag he was probably 20 yards away from the play with an official over here right at the play. So anyway, first down, 1st and 15. The ball's back at the 11. Here's a snap. Hines looking. Fires down the middle of the field. He's got Miller, and he overthrows him at the 50-yard line. He let that one go. It's a good thing. As Eliff was a little late watching him go by. If you see them turn and go downfield, you better turn and go with them real quick.
You better put your head down.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 15. You can't wait till they're even. What's the old saying? If we're even, they're leaving.
Yeah, if you're even, he's leaving.
Yeah. So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and 15 on the incomplete pass. 6:56 to go here in the half. 14-0 our score. Hines in the shotgun, 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Miller up the middle. Has a little bit of running room. I say Miller. That's Williams. One's 3, one's 33, and he's going to be knocked down. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, or maybe a little bit short. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 11. As they'll spot it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down. Maybe we can get off the field on this one. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Fires. And it's going to fall incomplete as Cummins came up. Ball was way overthrown.
I thought he was to call it.
Well, that time he was early. But the ball was uncatchable.
Well, Steve, there's not such a thing as an uncatchable ball in high school.
Well, that one was uncatchable unless you was Kareem.
Well, it was uncatchable, but there's no rule against.
Well, see, they didn't know that until you told everybody.
The bottom line, though, is it's an unwritten rule. You know, as an official, you don't want to throw your flag on a ball that.
Here's a snap. It's on the ground. He's going to have to pick it up. Now he's taking off, and he's going to punt it away with his left foot, and it's going to go out of bounds. Boy, a bad snap. He scooped it up, ran to his left, and then tried to punt it with his left foot.
Well, he's having a hard time picking it up. I mean, he wasted about 2 seconds just trying to pick it up, and he's not left-footed, is he?
No, he's right-footed.
As you can tell, he's not left-footed.
He punted the ball like 3 yards into our guy on the sideline.
Thank goodness it went out of bounds.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers. The punt went, about 3 or 4 yards? So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tigers in the red zone at the Tomcats 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Here's a snap. They'll try Heyman, trying to get the left side. Has some running room. Spins back to the middle, and then he's going to be knocked down. Boy, if he would have went right off his 2 offensive linemen, cut it back right then, he had room to spare. But
his knack is, though, to get the sideline. That's his thing, is bounce it to the sideline, use his speed.
Picked up 3 yards, though. 2nd down, 2nd and 7. 3 receivers now here to the near side. Bunch package left. He'll send 2 receivers to the right, empty the backfield. As the Tomcats trying to get lined up. There's a lot of people close to the line of scrimmage right now. Here's a snap. Quick drop. Looking. Fires. And it's going to go incomplete. Tried to get Wyke outside and a little too high.
That press coverage is getting us more trouble than when these teams play a zone.
So to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 7. Ball spotted at the 16 of the Tomcats.
Well, if you're going to throw a deep out and press coverage, your timing has to be spot on.
I bet we run here with option run again on 4th down.
They'll go the same formation, 3 receivers left. One to the far side is Rose. Now, Carter's going to get the snap, and he's going to be at the 10 and close to the 7-yard line. Is he still down on the field? No, that's some Tomcats down on the field, but boy, he looked like he got twisted up there. They got a couple of people down, and that will be enough for the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. That'll be a Hardin County Bank first down as they'll spot it at the 7 on the quarterback draw by Smith.
Good call, and with the way he's run the football in the first quarter, you would think he's got the stuff. I mean, he's playing pretty motivated. His granddaddy told me that they had talked about him on Facebook being a coach's boy and all that stuff, so he's got some motivation.
Here's a snap. He'll give it to Heyman, and he'll get to the 5-yard line, still turning his feet, spinning around inside the 5 down to about the 4.
Man, he's running hard tonight.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the Tomcat 4.
He wanted to bounce one, but the hole was so open in front of him, and when he saw it, I mean, he gave it a burst.
Tigers quickly to the line, and boy, that comes back and bites him.
God.
And now the coaching staff is screaming over here.
Well, one of their players wasn't even off the field. He ran right in front of that official over there.
So the Tigers tried to go quick, tried to catch him with 12 men on the field. They didn't get it. Most of the penalty flags, the big ones anyway, has gone against us, or the no calls that time. So that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd down, 3rd and goal from the 6. 3:42 to go here in the first half. 14-0 our score. Tigers trying to add to it. Now they'll go 2 receivers to the right. Here's a snap. Looking. Throws it into the end zone right as he was getting hit. Tried to get Gray in the back of the end zone, and he's going to go incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down.
He saw him. He was open. He was trying to let him clear, and he stood in there as long as he could till he got hit in the mouth and still stayed in there and made the throw.
So the Tiger offense is staying out on the field right now. Clock stops with 3:27 to go here in the first half. I think Coach Smith will probably call a timeout. He will. He wants to talk about it. We'll take a quick timeout with them. Tigers on top 14-0. We'll have a 4th down play when we return. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5. So here we go, 4th down, 4th and 6. The Tigers will send their offense back out on the field for 4th down, 4th and goal. Actually from the 6-yard line. Shotgun formation. Gray goes in motion right. Here's a snap. Rolling that way. Rolling, still looking. Complete to Weeks. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but he's going to be stopped short. A good play there by a Tomcat defender. And they're going to stop Weeks short right at the 1-yard line. And now he's down on the field. So, man, what a play right there by the Tomcats. Of course,
that's one of those plays, too. You throw it 3 yards short of the goal line and then expect them to make a play with the guy right on them. That's hard to do.
So we'll turn it over on downs again. 3:16 to go here in the first half. The Tigers have them backed up right at the half-yard line. Hines in the shotgun formation. He stands in the end zone. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Williams, his tailback. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Looking. Fires down the sideline, has a man, and is it going to be intercepted?
Heyman caught it.
Intercepted.
My goodness, what a catch.
Heyman intercepts it and then throws the football, and that would almost be another flag. We got to keep our composure out there. My gosh. We're having too many chances here.
Well, it should be 28-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've given 2 scores. I mean, we've given up 2 scores that were just there.
Hines, threw it up. And Heyman running stride for stride, made a Willie Mays catch right over his shoulder, right at the 41, and we're back in business on their 3rd turnover at the 41-yard line. They're 41. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Here's a snap, handoff Saunders. Gets outside, has a little bit of running room, tries to get to the edge, and he's going to be knocked down. They close quick.
This is a good matchup. It's just a couple of things happened that didn't work in our favor down there in the red zone.
So they bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 8. Pickup of 2. Looks like more like 3. We'll go with 2nd and 8. Ball at the 38-yard line of the Tomcats. Now they'll empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side, and now here comes another flag again.
They're
51's.
They're offside.
His whole head is across the line of scrimmage.
So that'll cost them 5. That's the 2nd or 3rd time they've been guilty of being offsides, and then we've had a couple of procedure calls, all by this same official over here. Apparently he's the one with the best eyes. I can tell. I can say that.
No kidding.
Our sideline may be helping him a lot, too.
2nd down, 2nd and 2 now. They'll move it to the 33. Here's a snap. Saunders. This time he's going to be knocked down, and our offensive line is struggling up front right now. A loss of a yard back to the 34, and another Tomcat down on the field. That's Hill.
Well, they've got an 8 in the box.
No, it's loaded every single time.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to run against 8 guys in there, and that's just hard to do.
So 3rd down, 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. 1:40 to go and counting here in the first half. Stay tuned for the Central Bank halftime report. We'll get you scoring plays, get you set for the second half. Also the Tiger report with Laura Ann Pilkington. That's all coming your way. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle, across the 35, and he's knocked down. Well, we're going to run right at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Kirk said. Loaded box. We're running between the tackles.
They'll spot it at the 33. So it'll be 4th down, 4th, and a long 2. 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. They jump. This time they get back. And now we're going to look over to the sideline, and we'll call a timeout. We'll try to draw them off again. 49 seconds to go here in the half. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Fourth down, 4th and 2 at the Tomcat 33-yard line. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Saunders the tailback. Here's a snap, straight drop. And it's going to be intercepted as they tried to screen to Saunders, and he threw it right to the linebacker. He didn't move.
It's his 2nd interception of the game.
Yeah, he just stayed right there, and Carter threw it right to him. And so another turnover by the Tigers. Both teams have just had a turnover fest so far here in the first half.
It's ugly.
Well, and it's one of the things, too. When you get opportunities like Weeks down there getting that fumble on the 3-yard line, I mean, you can't make those mistakes because they'll come back on you.
Two receivers right and left. First down. Here's a snap. Hines fires. Complete. And he's going to be knocked down by Cummings as Dace comes up, but he gets inside the 50 to the 49. They have 2 timeouts. We've got 1. They're trying to hurry up now as the clock rolling, 30 seconds to go. Here's a snap, and then
they weren't even set down here.
He spiked the ball.
Yeah, he got him.
And another flag comes out as they were all moving when they snapped. So that'll back them up 5, back in their own territory to the 46. 28 seconds to go here in the first half. 14-0 our score. Hardin County on top, but should be about 28-0 right now. 2 receivers left, 2 here to the near side. They're on the right hash. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking right. Fires down the field. Got a man open. Complete at the 10-yard line. And does he go in the end zone? Yes. A quick strike as they beat us that time. And they go in the end zone, and they cut into the lead 14-6.
Great throw and catch. That's why you don't want to make mistakes.
We've been on their field and inside their territory all in the second quarter, and we come up empty. And they get a turnover and get a quick strike, and they're back in this ballgame.
Always want that third score.
Yeah, we've had every opportunity to put them away.
And they'll get the ball to start the third quarter.
And give their defense credit. I mean, their defense stepped up and played good ever since the first quarter.
Sanchez in the kick. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 15 seconds to go. Here comes a penalty flag in, as there may be some jawing going on now. The kick is good. 14-7. Let's see what the penalty is.
Yeah, they're not going to like giving that. You know, in that situation, the one thing you don't do is give up a deep
personal
ball.
Foul on the Tigers. Extra point's good. They'll mark it off on the thing. And I almost got hit with that earlier. And this time the Tiger defense, I don't know if it was jawing down there or maybe a little extra push or shove. But anyway, we'll keep it right here. 15 seconds to go. Coming up is your Central Bank halftime show. As we'll talk about this first half, get you ready for the second half. Laura Ann Pilkington will be in with the Tiger Report as well. Talk about other Tiger sports going on around Hardin County High School. Sports Talk in the morning at 9 a.m. Following Coach to Coach at 8 a.m. That starts your Sports Saturday right here on 93.5 FM. As Coach to Coach will get you ready for SEC football. And then we'll talk with Coach Smith tomorrow about this game. And the Tigers will be open next week as it'll be fall break. And then when we come back, we'll be on the road at Southside. And then the final home game here, senior night, is Lexington will be in town. So 14-7 the score.
Well, we could always run it back. But I doubt they kick it to us.
So Sanchez will set it down. Better keep an eye out for an onside kick. This will be a perfect spot for it.
I don't know if it would or not. They don't want to give us the field.
And it is a squeal kick on the ground, and now we got whistles blowing everywhere. What's this?
They're offside.
Yep.
Get illegal procedure on kickoff.
They're offside.
Well, I knew it was offside.
So they were offside.
Well,
they squibbed
that's
it.
the call. It's considered an illegal.
So they'll tee it back up at the 50.
somebody went across that line before. Back when I officiated, that was what I did. Was I'd be on that line. It's one of the hardest things, especially if it's on the other side of the field, to see if a guy beat the kicker to the line. You would think it'd be easy, but all those bodies running pretty much at the same time. One guy's one step ahead. It's a hard call.
So Sanchez will set it up at the 50 this time. And he will try to onside kick it, and we'll get the ball at the 35 with 13 seconds to go. As who is on the recovery there? That's Tanner. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. Tigers with 13 seconds to work with. As they send Big Harris out again. They'll send a receiver right, receiver left. And now we'll just snap it, and we'll take this one to the house as it will count down one half in the books. Hardin County on top, 14-7. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with the Central Bank. (14-7) our score. Let's take a look at the first half scoring as Kendall Atkinson will bring that to you.
Well, Hardin County won the toss, elected to receive. We go 3 plays before throwing an interception, and Haywood on their first drive of the first quarter, they go 4 plays before turning it over on downs, giving the ball back to Hardin County. Hardin County then goes 6 plays before punting the ball back to Haywood. And then Haywood runs just 1 play before Sam Tanner comes up with a huge fumble recovery, giving the ball back to the Tigers. The Tigers then go 4 plays, 35 yards. Carter Smith punches it in from 6 yards out to put the Tigers up 7-0. And on the ensuing kickoff, Nolan Foster comes away with a huge, I don't know if you want to call it a fumble, but the Tigers come away with the football. And then we turn around and go 1 play, 43 yards. Carter Smith to London Rose. That puts the Tigers up 14-0. And then after a couple exchange 3 and outs by both teams, Haywood goes 4 plays, turns the ball over on downs. Hardin County then goes 3 plays and have a big hitter down the sideline to Ryan Weeks, who gets stripped at about the 6-yard line, giving the ball back to Haywood. Haywood goes 6 plays before giving the ball back to Hardin County in their territory. And unfortunately, we go 6 more plays, and we turn the ball over on downs at their 1-yard line. They run 1 play before Cameron Heyman comes up with a Willie Mays interception just inside their territory. And then we go 4 plays before turning the ball back over to Haywood via interception. And then Haywood, right before the end of the second quarter, they go 2 plays and strike from 54 yards out. And that is where we stand right now, 14-7. Both teams have 3 turnovers. And for Hardin County, you got to fret on the missed opportunities there throughout the entire first half.
Yeah, and, Kirk, missed opportunities, like Kendall said, in a game like this, and you get them down 21, could be 28.
Could be 28.
It should be. At halftime. They were already starting to point fingers at each other, and now they're energized again after getting a big hitter. But that's what they've been able to do or trying to do. They're trying to run the football. They can't run it either. We haven't been able to run it, so they just start chunking it downfield and see if they can hit on something.
Well, see, and another thing, I thought that really played into our favor. Getting them, passing's not their thing. I mean, they really do want to grind it and run you down. And we basically had stopped it. So we had them where we wanted them, throwing the ball. And we'd gotten 1 pick off of it. And, but, in that situation, a minute and a half to go in the half, you can ask it. The one thing you do not do in that situation is let somebody get behind you. I mean, that. You keep everything in front of you, even if it's first down, keep it in front of you. And so they made a cardinal mistake there. We didn't run out the touchdown on the long run, and they got a strip.
And fumbled it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they got that on the 3-yard line. And mistakes in the red zone, if you can't put points when you get inside that 20-yard line, it's going to come back at some point in time against a good team. Maybe against some of the teams we played, we could have gotten away with that. And if you notice in this game, 15 yards is a problem.
Yeah.
If we get in that 3rd and long in this against them, we don't have that magic play that we've been able to pull up and hit on that 3rd and 15 or 3rd and 10.
Right. Well, I tell you one thing, I guarantee you right now their coach is in there going, if you'd have told us we'd had 3 turnovers and only been down a touchdown to this group right here, I'd have been elated. And I guarantee you he's just that's what he's telling his team right now, because we've had so many chances to strike and put them away, and unfortunately we haven't capitalized on hardly any of them. Well,
in 3 turnovers for us, it's probably – we probably don't have 3 turnovers in the year.
That's right. That's right.
Versus, in one half.
Well, and here's the other thing, too. If I would have told you that Carter was doing more damage with his leg right now than his arm, because he's had some great running plays. He's got a score. And, I don't know.
Protect the football.
It's just hard going out there. But we knew it was going to be this way. I mean, this is a playoff-type game, and this is a veteran playoff team across from us, and I guarantee they're in there feeling good about themselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's the other thing too is we've talked about defensive adjustments that they've made at halftime and how they've been a good second half team based on those adjustments. But the defense really hadn't had but 1 bust. I mean, defense played good, so now they're going to have to come in there and see what their adjustments have to make on that offensive line, because you've got to be able to run the football, and they completely stopped that. And part of the problem is you're not supposed to see their white jerseys 3 yards deep in our backfield, before the back gets the football. And so, I mean, it's just a lot of bust happening on that offensive line, and I'm sure they're going to pull those iPads out and start looking at it and figure out where they were missing on that, what calls they need to make in the second half. And they're going to have to find a way to throw the football some. But we really have been ineffective throwing the football.
But it's like you said, when you got 8 in the box, you got 5 and 6 blocking 8. Numbers don't add up.
Well, what they do, when we go 4 wide, they've got us manned up, press coverage. Their defensive backs are right up in their face. We hadn't seen a lot of that this year. I mean, and we sure hadn't seen it against a team with this kind of athletes. So they get up there and they press. They got 1 safety over the top free. and they're saying, okay, everybody else is going to be on the line of scrimmage and going to be in that tackle box. And so now what are you going to do? Well, you throw it. Well, you can't complete it. And they're getting it done on the man coverage. Put you in a bind on offense.
Well, the Tomcat band is out on the field right now performing for the home crowd. We're at halftime. 14-7 our score. Hardin County on top. As we'll take a timeout. When we come back, it'll be time for the Tiger Report. We'll bring in Laura Ann Pilkington, and she'll get you caught up on all the other sports action around Hardin County High School this week. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson bringing you Hardin County football. We're at halftime as the Tigers on top 14-7 as the Pride making their way out onto the field to perform for the home crowd. It's time now for the Tiger Report. Laura Ann Pilkington joins me, and she'll get you caught up on all the other sports action around Hardin County High School.
Thank you, Mr. Steve. The Pride of Hardin County competed on Saturday at the Northeast Regional Marching Championship at Northeast Mississippi Community College in Boonville. The Pride are officially the 2023 Class 5A Northeast Regional Champions, placing first overall. A huge congratulations to the Pride. The volleyball team had 2 matches this week. Monday night, they defeated Scotts Hill in 4 sets in the first game of the district tournament. On Wednesday night, they fell to Lexington in the second round of the tournament. Fantastic season, ladies. The Lady Tigers soccer team's season came to an end last night as they fell to Jackson Northside 6-4. Goalie Mary Genty had 9 stops, Ella Hammond scored 3 goals, and Taylor Stang had 1 goal. Congratulations on a great season. Also, congratulations to Lady Tiger golfer Molly Pierce. On Monday, Molly won the Region 7 Ladies Golf Tournament in Clarksville, shooting a 73. Molly will compete at the state tournament on October 9th and 10th in Sevierville. Hardin County schools will be out of school next week for fall break. We hope that everyone has a safe and fun break. The Tigers are also off next Friday night. They will be back in action at Jackson Southside on October 20th. If you can't make it to Southside, tune into the game right here on K93 and make sure you stick around for the halftime report with yours truly, Laura Ann Pilkington.
Outstanding job, and let's see, fall break coming up.
Yep.
Out of school for a week. Going on a long trip?
No, I'm staying home.
You're not going to Florida or somewhere like that? You're just going to hang around the house?
Yep.
So what are you going to do for a week when you don't go to school? No ball game next week?
I don't know. I'll probably watch my show or something. Just lay in bed.
Just hang out all week.
Just lay in my bed, probably.
Yeah, man, that's all right. I wish I could do that. That's what I'm going to do this weekend, I think. Just hang out at the house, watch my shows. All right. Great job again, as always. We'll see you in a couple of weeks, I guess, as we'll be in Jackson, Tennessee, as the Tigers will be on the road again for the 3rd time at Southside, and then back home here for senior night as Lexington will be in town. Great job. We'll take a timeout. The Pride is out on the field. We're at halftime. 14-7 our score. Hardin County on top. We'll be back with more from Jim Carroll Stadium. Welcome back to Hardin County football. I'm Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson. The Pride is out on the field performing for the home crowd. It's Pink Out Night here, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And it's been a big celebration here. And for those that have battled through it, and also those that lost their battle in memory of those family members that were out on the field releasing balloons before the game started. It's a great game here tonight, 14-7, as the Tigers and the Tomcats come back out on the field from the locker rooms. Second half will begin here in just a few minutes. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. When we return, we'll have the second half kick. Welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. Steve Cornell along with Kurt Carroll and Kendall Atkinson, bringing you Hardin County football. We said it was going to be a good one in the onset, and it has been a good one. The Tigers have had their opportunities, Kendall, to really blow this thing open. The Tomcats give the ball to us a few times. We've had it inside, really, the red zone, I think 3 times, and come away with nothing. Of course, Ryan Weeks makes a mistake. He's going in the end zone, kind of pulls up, and a good hustle play by them to stay with it and to strip the ball. And then, of course, we get it back and then can't do anything with it. So.
Well, I mean, I think just touching on Weeks' play there, I mean, obviously the turnover's a crucial aspect, but that was really kind of the tipping point when it comes to momentum.
Yeah.
We had every ounce of momentum. They were arguing within their team, pointing fingers at each other, and just from back when I'm playing it, if I see that going on, you've got them right where you want them. And just when we had the opportunity to really just put our foot on the gas, here we are. They're getting the football to open the second half, and they're only down a score. So we're going to have to really come out and play some good football in this second half.
Well, you're an offensive-minded guy, so you go in there, you're Coach Smith. What do you do with your offensive line and your run game right now? Because really we've struggled with the run game, running between the tackles. Can't bounce it outside. They're out-quicking us outside, and then, of course, that kind of hurts our passing game.
Well, I think the story of the whole first half is just finish, whether it's finishing a block, whether it's finishing a route. Obviously, finishing in regards to Weeks' play, finishing his catch and run into the end zone, because then it's just a different type of ball game. So I think we just got to focus on finishing the task at hand, especially here in the second half.
All right, as we get set here. Hang on just a minute. There we go.
That's better.
Yeah. As Foster will set it down. And the Tigers will be kicking to the Tomcats as we get started here in the third quarter. A squib kick on the ground, rolling around. It'll be picked up at the 30-yard line, and then he'll be knocked down there. That's Elif on the tackle at the 32.
Big number 8 was going to make sure that Nolan was staying out of it.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10. It'll be first down, 1st and 10.
That was a good kick. I mean, he hit it just right where it rolled between everybody and it scampered down, well, to the 30-yard line, and that's what you want.
First down, 1st and 10 from the 32. Hines in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. They'll give it to the tailback right up the middle, and he's going to be hit and dropped there. Big Johnson and Harris right in the middle as they get to stop. So it'll be second down, 2nd and about 8. They'll give him 2 on the carry. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 4-man front. Here's a snap. Quick throw out here to Miller. Tries to get to the inside, breaks the tackle there. Still on his feet across the 40. Gets the first down at the 45 as that was Tidwell out there. Just couldn't make the tackle. And they pick up the first down. They're out there to the 45. Their own 45. First down, 1st and 10. Tigers trying to get lined up. 2 receivers left and right. Here's a snap. They'll give it up the middle. This time has running room across the 50. Still on his feet at the 40. And a quick hitter there as they get to the 35-yard line.
Come on, guys. Bow up.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tomcats at the Tigers' 36. Hines in the shotgun. Fumbles a snap. Still on his feet, and then he's going to have to eat it back at the 44-yard line.
Boy, that was awful casual.
Yeah.
I thought like somebody blew the whistle. He just almost like quit going for the ball.
So he just dropped the ball, went right through his hands, so that's going to make it second down. 2nd and a long way. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Here comes a little bit of pressure. He'll throw it down the middle of the field. He's got a man wide open, and he overshoots him. Runs right by Elif at the 10-yard line, and that time Hines just overshot him. He was wide open.
He was pulling away, too. That's the scary part. They separated about 4 yards in the last 10 yards. He was there. It was an easy score if the ball had been there.
So that'll bring up third down, 3rd and 17. The ball at their 44 or our 44-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Williams, a tailback, to the left of Hines in the shotgun. Here's a snap, straight drop. Got a clean pocket, fires into double coverage, and it's going to be intercepted into the end zone. Who is that? Cummings. And they're going to say his momentum took him into the end zone, so they turn it over on downs. And the Tigers will get it first down, 1st and 10 at the 20. That time he threw into double coverage, and Cummings comes down with the interception in the end zone.
Well, I'm not saying anything, but they missed that too. Momentum rule says the ball comes back to where it's originally caught. And
so the Tigers will bring Smith out along with Saunders, the tailback. He'll send 3 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. They're going from the south to the north end zone. First down, 1st and 10 at our 20. Here's a snap. Saunders trying to get outside. He's going to be horse collared down. They don't call it at the 21. Well, they're going to spot him back at the 19, actually.
yeah, they've got the speed to get out there with us.
That's Hill on the tackle, the defensive end out there. Both of these defensive ends are very active for them.
I mean, we hadn't had but about 1 run off the edge if they didn't get out there and stop.
Second down, 2nd and 10. They'll spot it at the 20. Here's a snap, straight drop. Now Carter's going to take off, and they'll have none of that. He'll get back to the 21. So they'll bring up a 3rd down, 3rd and 9. So the Tiger crowd over here booing. I didn't see what happened. But anyway,
No, they're wanting a late hit over there.
yeah. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 9. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Saunders, now they'll go 3 receivers right. Saunders will stand to the left of Smith. Here's a snap, straight drop. Steps up, fires, complete at the 30-yard line. It's going to be close to a 1st down. It depends on the spot. That was a nice catch there by White.
Great catch.
They've needed that intermediate pass. I
Yeah,
mean, that's something we hadn't seen.
The middle of the field. We hadn't seen anything to the middle of the field.
And against this press coverage, you would think that would be, the place to be.
That's a Hardin County Bank 1st down at the 30-yard line. Good catch there by White. Good throw by Smith as he just threw a bullet. So now they'll go 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Saunders will stand back behind Smith now. 1st down, 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Cuts it back to the middle of the field, right into the flow, and he's going to be shoved backwards. He'll pick up about a yard. They're good up front. And we're struggling up front. So Van Hoos is down now. Now he'll stand up. As limps back to the football. Looks like he's holding his left ankle. He's our center. We need him out there. 2nd down, 2nd and 9. Now they'll go tight formation to the right and left. They're bringing everybody in. Saunders will stand to the left of Smith. Here comes a man in motion. They'll fake it to him. They're looking. And under pressure. Now he gets out of it. Still under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Back at the 21-yard line. And they're just having a field day right now with this offensive line that has been very good all season long. But like you said earlier, they're bringing the house. They've got it stacked up in there. So that'll bring up 3rd down, 3rd and 17. Ball back at the 24. 7:07 to go here in the 3rd. 14-7 our score. Hardin County clinging to a 7-point lead. Empty the backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Here comes the pressure. And he's still in the grasp. He's going to be knocked down back at the 15-yard line. And he just,
he's just coming free.
He's coming free. Nobody even looked at him. And that blew that play up. And the Tigers had to punt it away. So we went backwards in that series, and they've got all the momentum, and it started late in the 2nd quarter. Pig will stand at his own goal line. Here's a good snap. He'll get it away. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to hit, take a Tiger bounce inside the 50, down to the 45, inside the 45 to the 44. So good punt there by Carter Pig. And we'll get them in their own territory at their own 44-yard line. 1st down, 1st and 10. I don't know what they're doing to us up front, Kurt, but we're struggling up front trying to get them all blocked.
Yeah, from up here, it's hard to tell if it's a missed assignment or like some of those. You can close your stances down some and on your line and create less room for them to get between you.
First down, 1st and 10. Hines in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He'll give it to his tailback. He's going to be hit, and he falls forward
Actually
at the
put Miller
45
back there.
to about the 46-yard line. Is that Miller?
Yeah, they put Miller back
No,
there.
that's Williams. That's 33.
No, they got 3 and 33
Oh, really?
back there.
Yeah.
Like a Wildcat look.
Yeah, they're messing me. Oh, he's back there at quarterback. Miller is. Okay, I didn't see Hines. I'm so used to Hines being out there.
Oh, no A1, just Hines.
Yeah, so Miller is in at quarterback now with Williams, the tailback, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap now. Miller's going to
That's a
take
good
off
play.
outside, and he's going to
Great play.
hit and knocked down.
Be 32.
That's what I do with it.
That's Carter Durbin,
Yeah, great play.
as he'll get him at the 48-yard line where they'll spot it, where it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and a long 5. 5:02 to go here in the 3rd. 14-7 our score. Tigers on top. Here's a 3rd. Well, they're going to say 3rd and 6. Miller brings them to the line. And now we jump. They weren't even trying to make us jump, and we jump.
Yeah, they were too.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 1 now.
It's going to be close.
Yeah. They haven't moved them. Yeah, now they're moving them.
And
So we give them a 1st down as we're right over top of the ball and we move. So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 at our at their 46, or excuse me, at our 46. Here's Miller, still on his feet, and he goes across the 40-yard line to about the 36, close to another 1st down. That time he faked it to Williams, kept it, and it will be enough for a 1st down.
we better buckle up.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 now from our 36. Here's a snap to Miller. He'll give it to Williams. No, he'll keep it right up the middle. Has the ball at the 30, at the 20. He's at the 10. He's going to be wrestled down. He faked it to Williams, pulled it out, went right up the middle again.
Well, man, he's not going to throw it.
And he's got energy.
He's not going to throw it either. Blitz.
So it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. Here's Miller going to the right. And this time he breaks a tackle. He dove out there at him. They missed him. As he goes around the end and out of bounds. That was Pig.
Ole.
Trying to see where they spotted it at. Looks like about the 7-yard line. They're scrimmaging on the far side over there on the left hash. They're going from the north to the south. 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the 7. Miller in at quarterback now. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Williams, trying to get outside and breaks a couple of tackles and goes into the end zone. He broke 2 tackles. We had men in position and just missed the tackles. And they're a point from tying it up.
Ain't not a lot to say. I mean,
Yeah, they're whipping us right now up front.
they weren't in the game, and then they were, and now they're tied. Or based on this kick.
So 3:35 to go. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. Our new score, 14-14. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM.
They don't have the momentum.
All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. The Tomcats finally get it tied up with 3:35 to go here in the third as Miller goes in from 7 yards out. And we're all knotted at 14, and they captured the momentum going into halftime, and they've come out energized here in the third quarter and taking it to us right now. That time they decided to put Miller in the Wildcat, and he did most of that himself. So Sanchez will set it down at the 40. Back deep is White for the Tigers. Here's a kickoff, and here's a flag. They're going to back them up again?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually a dead ball foul.
Yep. So that'll back them up. They'll have to kick it from the 35. Well, we need to get a little bit of excitement over here
They're
on our sideline.
They're excited because they're beating the kicker to the ball. They're wanting to get down there and make a tackle.
So he'll back it up at the 35 and re-kick it. White stands at his own 15-yard line. And Sanchez will do it again. This time it's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be, he blew the whistle, and Gray came up. Did we fumble it?
Oh, he still got it.
Did we have it? Yeah, it'll be our ball, but Gray called for a fair catch, hit him, and then he dropped it.
Man,
But he come up with it, and I thought I heard a whistle.
We turned in the Bad New Bears.
Yep, and now Gray, he's coming out of the game. So did we get it or did they get it? They're talking about it.
Well, Gray had the ball.
Gray had the ball and give it to him.
He already gave us the ball.
And, yes, I heard the whistle too. So it will be our ball. No, our defense is coming out. Are they going to redo it?
Well, I'll tell you what that was. You did hear a whistle.
I heard the whistle.
That was the Andy Burton whistle. He didn't give a signal for it because he probably doesn't know what it is. But they're replaying it down because that was a loose ball play when they blew the whistle.
It's like Chester County all over again.
So they got to kick it again from the 35. Man, what's the odds of having two of those in back-to-back games? Well,
this crew is being graded to see if they're going to get to go to
my question
a playoff game.
Did we have possession of the ball?
Not before he blew the whistle.
So it's just like it never happened.
Yeah, because they had to fight for it.
Yeah. Okay. So now they're going to kick it again. Man, this has been weird. Yeah, they're being evaluated. This is one of their state crews that they would like to send to the playoffs. They're not grading out too well. So Sanchez will do it again for the third time.
Yeah, they've had a rough night too.
Here comes the flag.
I've never seen this.
So what's this called?
Unsportsmanlike, I think, against the coach.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
over
yeah, this
there
is
on the
different.
sideline. Yeah,
That's a big one there.
Wow.
that's a 15-yarder, isn't it?
Yeah. Of course, they hadn't relayed what it is.
So the penalty flag was thrown by the side judge on the far side. The coach was over there with him. So
This crew
let's
may
see
not
what
make
this
it to
is.
Nashville.
yeah, unsportsmanlike on the Tomcats. So they'll back them up again.
And he's marking it from the 30.
Well, they were actually at the 35. It's where they were kicking it. It's 15-yarder. They're going to spot him at the 20.
That's good for us.
So we're going to try again. Third time's charm. Sanchez will set it down again this time. He's gone from he's 40 to he's 35. Now he's 20.
Coach didn't agree with that. That inadvertent whistle. I don't know.
Well, I heard it. So.
I don't know how you do that.
Here's a high end-over-end kick, and he kicks it over the head of
Go out of
Pig,
bounds.
and it's going to go out of bounds.
He touched it. Good.
And it's going to be at the 22-yard line.
Oh,
We touched it. It was going out of bounds. That would have backed him up again.
Yeah. How many mistakes can you make? We're going to get the ball at the 20.
After all that, they kicked it from the 20. We're going to get it at the 22.
Unbelievable.
He touched it before it went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, man, you talk about a tale of two halves so far. Everything's gone against us, and it's been our own doing. That's the thing.
We made more mistakes in this game
Yep.
mentally than we made maybe in 2 years.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10, Tigers. Here's a snap. Heyman up the middle.
Face
mask there. Doesn't get called, but he'll fall forward to about the 24. So pickup of 3. It'll be second down, 2nd and 7. They'll move it out to the 24-yard line.
Positive yardage.
Approaching 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We're all tied at 14. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Throws it down the sideline. He's pushing him out. And here comes the flag. That time they've got 7 for the Tomcats.
Got another one, too.
If it's against them, that'll be 30 yards.
That's a Faison on the pass interference.
Vanos was on the ground. Or I don't know if it was. No, it wasn't Vanos.
No, it's 75.
So we got 2 flags out here on the play.
Yeah,
one at the line of scrimmage.
One's live ball, one's dead ball.
Yeah.
And they'll be penalized in succession.
So let's see what the call is. They're huddling right there at the 28-yard line. We got a pass interference over
I'll
here.
tell you what, they're having as bad a time as the football teams are.
And they're discussing what. So
Not
let's
very
see.
hard. Not very hard.
All right, we got
Pass.
pass interference on the Tomcats. And that's it. Well, that's an inadvertent flag. I guess they're going to pick it up. There he comes. They're picking that one up. So, whatever it was, they said no flag. He waved it off. And they'll take the pass interference. So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tigers as they'll move the ball out to the 39. They're on 39. 2:44 to go here in the third quarter. Been a weird third quarter for sure. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Here's a snap. Handoff, Heyman cuts it back. Now tries to pop it outside. Has a running lane going down the sideline at the 50. And then he's going to run out of bounds and then be pushed into the bench. And out comes another flag.
That's the wrong bench to do that on.
And so Heyman ran out of bounds. Actually, back here at the 49 is where they're going to spot it, and then they're going to have a personal foul against the Tomcats as he pushed him out of bounds and rode him into the bench over here. And so that'll tack another 15 on. That'll move it into Tomcat territory at the 37-yard line.
That was just dumb. I mean, he was about 3 yards out of bounds.
Yeah.
When he got shouldered up there.
So now all their coaches are out on the field. What are they wanting, a timeout? I think
They're saying they marked it off from the wrong. Said he went out of bounds.
Well, he went out of bounds. He went out of bounds back here at the 49. Tomcats take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout with them. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, 2:35 to go. First down, 1st and 10 Tigers at the Tomcat 37. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires down the middle of the field, got a man open, complete, touchdown, Jack Gray. They took a timeout, and then we burned them.
I tell you what, Steve, that was one of the few times the offensive line that really did their job. I mean, he had time to let our receiver get 30 yards downfield, and I mean the throw was spot on, great catch. They needed that.
Jack Gray goes into the end zones. He caught it around the 5-yard line, runs it in. The Tigers have a chance to go up by 7. Here's the extra point. It's up, and it's good. 2:27 to go here in the third. 21-14 our score. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on 93.5 FM.
Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company. The Tigers go 4 plays, 78 yards. Carter Smith connects with Jack Gray from 38 yards out to extend the Tiger lead to 21-14.
So Nolan will set it down right in the middle of the field at the 40. And here's a squib kick. It takes a big bounce, and then they'll get it at the 42. And we're going to give them good field position.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Like that call at all.
Well,
but anyway, they'll take it.
They moved the guy up there in the middle. And
they moved 2 of them right there in the middle.
So expecting that, you don't want to do what they're expecting.
So it'll be first down, 1st and 10 Tomcats. They'll scrimmage from the left hash over there on the east side of the field with 2:23 to go. We're trailing 21-7. Miller is staying in the game. He came in for Hines, and he worked pretty well in his first series running the Wildcat. 2 receivers right and left. Here's a snap. They'll fake it to him, and this time he's going to be dragged down. Who was in there first? That's Pig, as they knock him back to the 40. That time he didn't get away from Carter. So it'll be second down, 2nd and about 13 now, as we go under 2 minutes to play here in the third. They'll go 2 receivers right, to the left. Williams, a tailback, to the right of Miller. Here's a snap. He'll ride Williams and duck his head and go right up the middle at the 50-yard line. He just rode him, and then got low. Did you see what he did right there, Kurt? Just ducked that head. Couldn't find him.
Kind of hiding from linebackers.
Yeah, he's not very big.
And it's working because we can't find him till he's past us.
So it'll be third down, 3rd and a long 1, more like 2. Tigers line up, shotgun formation. Here's a snap, rolling to his right. It's going to have the first down, then he'll run out of bounds.
Yep.
At the 45. So it'll be first down for the Tomcats at the Tiger 45-yard line. Clock will stop with 1:10 to go. Now Hines will come back into the game.
Something went up in there. I thought it was a flag, but it must not have been.
It was a pom-pom. Hines comes back into the game. Miller is out. He'll take a breather. Williams will stay in at tailback, and now they'll go 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Hines is the throwing quarterback, I guess. Here's a snap, straight drop, under pressure, fires down the field. He's got a man wide open, nobody around him. Touchdown. Went right by Heyman. I don't know what he was doing, but he looked inside, and the receiver just went right by him. I mean, we went within 10 yards of him. So they're a point away from tying it up. They're doing what we do to people, beating us vertically. Sanchez in the kick. They move.
That's big.
I don't know what Cam was doing then. I don't know if he recognized that Hines had come into the game, but we got caught looking inside. And burn us that time. So they'll move them back. 5. Here's a snap. It's down. Here's a kick. It is good. Boy, it's almost blocked by Big Harris, but he goes through the uprights. Our new score, 1:01 to go here in the third. Starting to be a shootout now. 21-21 our score. You're listening to Hardin County Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. .101 to go here in the third. 21-21 our score. This has been a messed up third quarter.
Game.
I mean, the officiating, all the mistakes made by both teams. And we're all knotted up after the long pass from Hines. Hit his receiver in stride at the 10. Here's a short kick. Fair catch called for by Gray, and he'll get it at the 32-yard line. So the Tigers will have decent field position. Faison was on the reception for the Tomcats. So the Tigers will have it first down, 1st and 10, 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Smith will bring them back out. He'll send 2 receivers to the right, 2 here to the near side. They're scrimmaging from the left hash, going from the south to the north. Here's a snap. Quick throw, complete to Weeks. And he's going to have it and then be wrestled out of bounds. He needs to hold on to football, man. I'll tell you what they do. You catch a football, man, they start digging after it, don't they?
They do. I don't think he's caught a ball that they weren't trying to get out.
Yeah. Well, once they got that one, he's the target. Pick up a 5 on the reception. Went out of bounds. Clock stops with 42 seconds to go. 2 receivers right, 1 here to the near side. Saunders the tailback. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Saunders. Got a block there. Gets to the outside. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. 5 into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacob Saunders. Woo! He got the sideline. What a crushing block over here. I didn't see who it was, but on this left side of the offensive line, they pulled and absolutely collapsed the right side of the Tomcats defense, and it was all Jacob Saunders, and they couldn't catch him. He goes into the end zone, and just like that, with 29 seconds to go here in the third, the Tigers go back up 27-21.
I think it was Rose got a chip block on the corner.
I don't know. They just absolutely collapsed it over here on this side. And what a cut. Here's a snap. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Our new score again with 29 seconds to go. Hardin County 28. Haywood 21. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company. The Tigers go 2 plays, 67 yards. Jacob Saunders takes it 61 yards to the house to put the Tigers up 28-21.
Here's another squib kick, and he kicked it right to the up back, and they're going to get good field position again at the 44-yard line. And we keep giving them short fields, keep kicking it right at them. They got 2 guys right there in the middle, and we kicked it right to them. That dude must play shortstop. You know what? So Hines comes back out. Miller in at tailback now. They'll send 2 receivers to the left, 2 here to the near side. 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 4-man front for the Tigers. They'll scrimmage over here on the right hash. They're going from the north to the south. Here's a snap. They'll give it to Miller, trying to get outside. Does. Breaks a tackle there. He's at the 50-yard line, and then he's going to be run out of bounds. They got leverage on us over here on the right side of our defensive line, and Miller got outside, and he's got a little pep in his step. We had him down in the first half. He's hitting a different gear right now. Now they'll take him out, and they'll bring Williams out. 17 seconds to go. So he ran out of bounds. First down and 10 at the Tiger 33. Here's a snap. Ball's on the ground. And out comes the beanbags, but I think Hines got it back. He's having trouble with that snap. Is it me, or is he really close in that shotgun formation? Doesn't seem like he's as deep as we get.
He may be a step.
A step closer?
Yeah.
And the clock winds down. We played 3. We got a barn burner going on here in the jungle at Jim Carroll Stadium. We'll move to the 4th quarter of play. Hardin County up 28-21. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on your voice of Hardin County Sports 93.5 FM. We'll be back right after this. Our colleague over here, Kurt Carroll, happy birthday. Birthday boy today.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like you forgot. Here's a handoff to Williams. Breaks a tackle now, trying to get outside, and he does. He cuts it up at the 40, still on his feet at the 30. He's at the 10, 5, touchdown. I mean, he got hit 3 times back in the backfield and then turned the corner. And now they answered our running score with their own running score.
This game not too good a birthday party.
Yeah. 28-27 now as they score to start here in the 4th. Sanchez comes in, the kick. Here's a snap, rolls to him, it's down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. We didn't have any pressure at all that time. And they roll it back there to the holder. But he gets it up and through the end zone. With 11:48 to go here in the game, we're all tied up again at 28. I want to remind you in the morning your Sports Saturday starts with Coast to Coach at 8 a.m. Doug Matthews and Dave McGinnis. They'll get you set for SEC play and other games around college football. And then we'll be on, me, Kirk, and Kendall, excuse me, with Coach Smith. We'll talk about tonight's game, get his perspective as we go into the bye week next week. So Sanchez will set it down at his 40. He'll set it over here on the left hash. They're kicking from the south to the north end zone. back deep is White.
This first time that, to me, it looks like the defense is kind of tired.
Yeah.
And hadn't really seen them.
Well, they've been out on the field a bunch.
Well, they weren't out on there long this time.
Here's a kick by Sanchez, a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be taken at the 20, fumble there, and then he's going to be knocked down. That's Pig.
He almost caught it.
So they'll have it first down, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. And, of course, to all of our sponsors. Couldn't do it without the sponsors for Hardin County Sports and all those that are watching on the stream. YouTube channel Slice 93. Here's a snap. Heyman trying to find something. Runs it into the pack. And there's nothing there. I think he got the line of scrimmage, so it'll be second down, 2nd and 10.
Their nose guard, he's good. At 50.
Yeah.
He stops everything up.
Second down, 2nd and 10. They'll send 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Heyman at tailback. He'll stand to the right. Smith, shotgun formation, 4-man front for the Tomcats. Here comes a man in motion near side. That's Blankenship. Here's a snap. Looking, fire. Got a man open down the middle of the field. That's Weeks caught at the 45. He's at the 40. Still wrestling down to about the 35-yard line. He actually had a choice, seeing he had Rose open deep and went to the middle of the field as Weeks got a step, and that'll be enough for Hardin County Bank 1st and 10 Tigers on the pass and catch. Smith to Weeks.
What about that throw, Kendall, with pressure in his face? I mean,
He missed the easy one.
Yeah,
but he made the hard one. Made up for it.
So
Great
now
catch,
they'll
too.
go 2 receivers right and left now. First down, 1st and 10 at the Tomcat 36. Here's a snap. Under pressure. Fires. Complete to Blankenship. Makes a move at the 30. He's at the 25. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. And he'll be knocked down at the 5-yard line. Goes Wes Blankenship. Turned on the Jets. And it'll be another Hardin County Bank first down. 1st and goal at the 5. So first down, 1st and goal, right at, well, they'll spot it at the 8-yard line. They'll go receiver right, receiver left. Got the heavy package left in the shotgun. Here's Heyman. Squirts through the hole, and he's going to be knocked down. I think he gets close to the 5-yard line.
Wonder who that was giving all that effort blocking all the way down the goal line. It's Harris.
So they'll spot it at the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 5. So now they'll go 2 receivers to the right, Blankenship and Rose. They've loaded it up over here on the right side. Here's a snap. Heyman at the 5, cuts back to the middle of the field. Touchdown! Here comes a flag. Let's see what this is.
He had a hold without the hold, if that's what it is. Yeah.
It'll be holding on the Tigers. So that'll move it back to the 14.
We hadn't seen that play either. That
Yeah.
was a great setup, great play.
Yeah, he had Heyman about 3 yards or 2 behind.
Heyman wasn't even going to get touched to amount to anything.
So the score comes off, and it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and goal from the 14 now with 8:49 to go here in the game, tied at 28.
That was huge.
Here's a snap. Straight drop. Carter's going to run it. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Carter Smith. He's turned into a running quarterback. He saw an opening. It parted, and he took it to the house.
Yeah, good coaching. You know, that's the one guy they don't account for, and he's hurt him twice now.
Foster in the kick. Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:35. We got a new score. Hardin County 35. The Tomcats 28. We'll take a timeout. You listen to Hardin County Football, 93.5 FM. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Powered by Jones Motor Company, the Tigers go 5 plays, 78 yards. Carter Smith takes it in from 15 yards out to give Hardin County the lead, 35-28.
So Nolan will kick it. So he'll set it up in the middle of the field at the 40. We'll see what we do this time. He approaches the ball, and another squibber down on the ground, and they're going to get it again at the 43. You ain't going to get it by him. We've tried 3 times. He's right there. Guarantee he's a shortstop on the baseball team.
I mean, they pooched the ball, you know. They pooched the ball successfully.
Yeah.
There's got to be an opening out there. Field's too big not to have somewhere to kick it.
Yeah, because they're moving 2 in the middle of the field, so something's got to be open. So anyway, 8:34 to go, 35-28 to score. First down, 1st and 10. Tomcats from their own 43-yard line. Now Miller back in the game at quarterback. Williams, the tailback to his right. 2 receivers right and left. 4-man front for the Tigers. Here's a snap. He's going to keep it right up the middle. This time he's going to be hit at the 45, pick up a couple. That was Goheen on the tackle for the Tigers. Also Johnson and Harris in there. Pick up 3, 2nd down, 2nd and 7. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Miller is going to keep it. He's spun around. He's at the 40-yard line of the Tigers and knocked down to 38.
Good God.
Well, here's the thing, too. Tidwell ran out. He was on this side. He saw something and went to the other side, and when he did, Miller just went to where Hayden wasn't.
Well,
they're trying to get lined up again.
That was a 10-yard he held it.
Here's snap. Now they'll give it to Williams. He's still on his feet and down to the 30-yard line. They're just rolling up yardage on us now. We can't get lined up, can't get set for some reason. We may need a timeout just to get a breather. 2nd down, 2nd and 2.
That was a blatant hold out in the open. Usually that gets called. I heard everybody hollering it, too. Everybody saw it.
Miller in the shotgun formation. Here comes a man in motion. Here's a snap. They'll pitch it to him. This time the Tigers are waiting for him, and he breaks a tackle. That's Benson. Had him in the backfield, and he stiff-armed him to the ground and then got the 1st down.
Athlete.
Well, I've noticed something different. Cummins is not out there, is he?
No, we're missing Sam Tanner. He's been
that Tanner? Yeah,
he's been out since early in the 3rd.
Yeah,
he was favoring an ankle.
So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 at our 27. Here's a snap. Miller again breaks a tackle. He's at the 20. trying to get outside, and he's going to be run down from behind. That's Ela, but he gets inside the 15 to about the 13.
Yeah, we got no answer.
Now he's just running right and left.
They're doing what they like to do right now.
So Miller will bring them to the line. First down, 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's a snap. Miller's going to keep it again, just going outside. Breaks it in around the 5-yard line. He ain't doing nothing but just sweet right, sweet left. He's going to keep the football. He won't do it all himself. He's doing a good job of it right now. Be 2nd down, 2nd and about 2 at the 5-yard line. Miller in the shotgun formation again. 2 receivers right and left. Tigers trying to get lined up. Williams a tailback right beside him. He false start. He fumbled, and now he'll pick it up. Yeah, he's done that 2 or 3 times. That was Williams leaning forward, and finally they got him this time.
Pretty big penalty in this situation.
So it'll be 2nd down, 2nd and about 7 now. 5:29 to go here in the ball game. Tigers on top, 35-28. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Williams up the middle. He gets hit, bounces off that tackle and in the end zone. Man, we had him. He just ran right through an arm tackle and in the end zone. And really and truly right now, you got 2 tired defenses out on the field. And they're just running it down our throat right now. So Sanchez will come out and try to tie it up.
All these become important now, too.
Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 5-12. We got a new score. We're all knotted up again at 35. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Hardin County Football right here on 93.5 FM. Back in 30 seconds. (35-35). 5:12 to go in the 4th. Well, things were going through the air, and now both teams are doing it by ground. Back deep is White. Sanchez will set it up at the 40. He'll set it up over here on the near hash.
Well, another thing, too, is they got a 60-yard field every kickoff.
Yeah, exactly. Short field. Sanchez will kick it on the ground. We'll take it as Blankenship will get it at the 33-yard line where the Tigers will have it 1st down, 1st and 10, 33. Yeah, the last 3 drives that they've had, they've started at the 46 and the 43 twice.
Our guys just automatically going call a fair catch or down it in that 2nd line. And like then, as hard as that kick was, I mean, that was like a line drive, and he fielded it clean. He had 6-7 yards if he just runs it.
So now we'll go 2 receivers left, 1 here to the right. Here's a snap. Saunders up the middle. Has some running room. He's going to spin down at the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to about the 41. So pick up about 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
They got a
and
cramp.
now they've got a guy down.
I think it's cramp.
That is Rogers. That's the defensive end over there, so they'll come out and check on him.
He's good, too.
While they're checking on him, I want to remind you in the morning, as your Sports Saturday will start at 8 a.m. with Coach to Coach. They'll get you ready for SEC football. And then we'll be in, me, Kirk, and Kendall, with Coach Smith. We'll talk about tonight's game and get you set for the upcoming weeks, as the Tigers will be back in district play the next time they hit the field over in Jackson, Tennessee. That'll be in a couple of weeks. Right now, we got business to take care of. Second down, 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line. Here's a snap. Saunders hitting the backfield, still driving, and he's going to get about a yard. That time they were in the backfield with him. He got away from one tackler and couldn't get away as he comes up limping a little bit. So it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 3. I know one thing. We got to keep scoring. I don't know if we can stop them. 4:08 to go. Big 3rd down play to keep this drive going. Here's a snap. Looking. Carter's going to tuck it, and he's going to be short by a yard. So a big decision now for Coach Smith and his staff. 4th down, 4th and about a yard, maybe 2, as he keeps his offense out on the field. So Smith will send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the far side. I think they're going to try to draw them off again. They've already done that. And we're going to call a timeout and talk about it. We'll take a timeout with them. 3:17 to go in the game. 4th down when we return. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, the Tigers talk about it, and they decide to punt it on 4th down, 4th and 2 at their own 42-yard line with 3:17 to go. As the Tomcats don't think they're going to punt it. Here's a snap. It's down. Here's a kick. They get it away, and it's angling out of bounds, and that wasn't the time to kick it out of bounds. They had nobody back. They're going to get it, though, inside the 20, I think, to about the 17-yard line. So it'll be 1st down, 1st and 10 Tomcats, 3:05 to go in the game. We're all knotted up at 35.
Feel good about this, Steve?
Well, I don't know. Sanchez has got a good leg, too, so, or he's shown it. I don't know if we'll see what they want to do. We'll see if they bring out the passing quarterback or they bring out the running quarterback, and it looks like Miller. He's been in the Wildcat all night. Especially, in the second half. Hines have been out here a couple of times. So 1st down, 1st down, 1st and 10 from their own 17, and now they're going to have to call a timeout as they came out. I don't know if they had the right personnel on the field or what. And they'll have to use a timeout. So we'll take this. Are they calling a timeout or what?
Yeah.
Something's going on over there. The players have not gone to the sideline. We'll just keep it right here for a minute. See what's going on. Now they call a timeout, I do believe. Yes. Let's take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. I think we got a deal going on with the chain gang. Their coach.
That's the only thing we hadn't had in this game.
He's upset over there. I think they called a timeout. They're down to one timeout. We have two. But now the yard marker is just laying up against the fence over there.
I'm sure they wanted to call a timeout with 3 minutes to go in the game, and they got the ball.
And now they're going to come over and talk to Coach Smith. So I don't know.
Kendall, go down there and grab that down marker.
I don't know.
Keep your headset on and let us know what's going on.
Well, we had problems with that last week. We broke the digital one last week.
Yeah, I've never seen that. The stick was broke, and the boy on the sideline just held it up like a picket sign.
Well, wait a minute. We don't have a down marker.
Oh, the official's going to do it.
Yeah, this guy walked off.
The official's got it up.
What in the world?
I mean, this has been if this is a crew that is trying to get to the state playoff when that happens, I don't know about this.
They've had a lot to do with the ball game. That's what
so what do you do at this point? Do you bring the timer over there? Or
it's a home field that's supposed to produce the chain crew people. So they're going to have to get somebody to go down there and hold it.
I don't know what was going on over there. Well, he can't do both right there.
No.
I don't know what he was doing.
So
probably got an assistant.
Still got
go there and do it.
A stoppage in play right now. It's first down.
How does that happen?
1st and 10 at the 17.
Down marker guy at Parsons went out and hit an official.
All right, here we go. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Williams had it. He'll be tripped up and knocked down. That's Hayden Tibble came up and knocked him down for about a 2-yard loss inside the 15, back to the 14, 3-yard loss.
They got to watch out for them just running the go route again.
It looked like we
don't have one back out here on this guy.
Yeah.
Here comes Tibble.
So it'll be second down, 2nd and 13. Here's a snap. Miller right up the middle. He's going to be hit and stuffed.
Good play by Caleb Frank.
Right at the 15-yard line. And Coach Smith will take a timeout to stop the clock. So this time we really do have a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 35-35 is our score. 2:21 to go here in the game. You're listening to Hardin County Football. We'll be back in 30 seconds. The Tigers take a timeout, 2:21 to go. Big third down play here, 3rd down and 12. And now Hines will come into the game for the Tomcats. So 3rd down, 3rd and 12, the ball back at their 15-yard line. Hines will walk up, he'll say something, and drift back. Here's a snap. Straight drop. Fires down the middle of the field and almost intercepted by Eliff. He was swallowed up. Tidwell also on the coverage for the Tigers. And they'll have to punt it away with 2:13 to go.
Good stuff.
Man, I'll tell you what.
I thought he was about to intercept that.
This game's been a cluster in the second half for sure. I mean, we've had everything.
Yeah, we have. This is a smorgasbord Oh,
Inadvertent whistle, down marker.
fighting coaches.
So Sanchez
Hit
will
out of bounds.
come in.
Long run.
It's a pressure punt right here.
To punt it away. Back deep is Gray. Here's a snap. And it's blocked.
It's ours. It's ours.
It was blocked. Harris comes in and blocks it.
That was Johnson, wasn't it?
That is Harris. And the Tigers will have it. First and goal from the Tomcat 10 with 2:04 to go.
It hit Johnson right in the chest, and he didn't know. He didn't know what happened.
Clark Kent blocks the punt.
Wow. So the Tigers will have it first and goal from the 10.
We need to buy a cake.
Well, let's see where they. Let's see. I say first and goal. No,
They're
they're
not
going.
set up. Run it.
Here's a snap. Here's a completed pass to Gray at the 5 into the end zone. Touchdown! Jack Gray.
That's on them. They had guys still coming off sideline. I mean, Jack Gray had his hand up saying, "Throw it to me, throw it to me." There was nobody on him. They were just slow.
Gray on the quick hitter from Smith takes it to the house, and the Tigers go up with a chance to extend it to 7.
Come on, Nolan.
Here's a snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick spinning toward the uprights. Is it good? It's good.
Attaboy.
42-35 our score after the block punt. The Tigers punch them in the mouth and take the lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Scoring drive powered by Jones Motor Company. The Tigers go one play, 10 yards. Carter Smith to Jack Gray to give the Tigers the lead, 42-35.
So the Tigers go up, 1:57 to go. Each team has a timeout left. And let's see what Nolan's going to do with this one. Well, if he could hit it about that 20-yard line, it'd be great.
I know one thing, it doesn't take a minute 57 for them to run 60 yards.
Yeah. So Foster approaches the ball, and he'll get it. Ball's on the ground, fumbles it around. Now he'll pick it up, has running room, gets to the outside. Foster misses him at the 20, he's at the 30. Yeah, Bill. He fumbled the football. We didn't get down there, and Coach Smith is having a fit.
Well, part of the problem, too, he kicked a line drive down there.
Oh, yeah, he's going over to talk to him.
You really want that ball pooched downfield, up with some height to it.
Yeah, he was upset with his kicker then. I mean, he had a lot of open field back behind him, and we hit a line drive right to him. So now the Tomcats are in business, 1:47 to go. Man, what a game.
Not a good game, but what a game.
Yeah, Himes is in the game, 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Williams the tailback. Here's a snap, quick throw, complete, and then run out of bounds. A short pickup to about the 26-yard line, a pickup of a couple. So the clock will stop with 1:42 to go. It'll be second down, 2nd and 8. Second down, 2nd and 8 Tomcats as they get lined up. 4-man front. Tigers faithful getting into it now. Standing crowd. Here's a snap, straight drop, looking, fires down the middle of the field, and it's going to be incomplete. No flag.
Shouldn't be.
Now,
No,
he ran in. He actually ran into Elif.
Yeah, that's a good.
Good no call there because Elif has just as much right to get to that ball as he does.
Yeah, that was no penalty. They didn't call it. They did good there.
Yeah. That one could have been intercepted. He tried to get him on the post route, and Elif standing his ground. 3rd down, 3rd and 9.
Crowd on their feet.
As a Tiger faithful getting loud here at Jim Carroll Stadium. Big third down play here. Hines in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap, straight drop. Looking, under pressure, fires, complete. It'll be enough for a first down. He'll be driven out of bounds. And we gave him all kind of room over there. That's Miller.
Well, perfect timing on the pass, too.
Yeah, that'll be enough for a first down.
I don't even know how he got
spotted
it all.
at the 15, 16-yard line. Clock running. I don't guess he was out of bounds. Clock running. 1:20 to go. Hines in the shotgun formation. Here's a snap. He'll give it to Williams. He's going to be hit a couple of times in the backfield. Lay on him. They'll have to use their last time out. They will. They'll use it with 1:06 to go. They'll spot it at the 13-yard line. That's their last time out. Hardin County 42, Haywood 35. Haywood takes their last time out. We'll take a time out with them. You're listening to Hardin County football right here on 93.5 FM. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium. It'll be second down, 2nd and 8. Tomcats are out of timeouts. Now they're going to spread the field out as they'll go 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Is that Hines or Miller in the game?
It's Miller.
Looks like Miller in the game. Here's a snap. Miller's going to keep it. Sack! Back in the backfield. Well, not really a sack. He just got him. That's big Adam Harris. They don't have any timeouts. Clock rolling.
Apparently they do.
Well, they didn't have a timeout unless we had it wrong. They had 1 on the clock. They took it. Maybe they didn't call that a timeout over here.
No, the one with the officiating crew? Yeah, that was an official's timeout.
Okay. So they take their last timeout now with 56 seconds to go. 3rd down, 3rd and 9. Stay tuned at the conclusion of this game for our Central Bank post-game show. We'll talk about tonight's game, go over the scoring plays, and get you set for what's ahead for the Tigers in a couple of weeks. They'll have an open date next week. And then we'll get back into district play the last 2 games. We'll tell you about that coming up. But right now, we got a 3rd down, 3rd and 9. The ball spotted at the Tigers' 16-yard line. Tigers on top, 42-35.
You got 2 throws coming up here.
Yeah, and now Hines will come back out at quarterback. Yeah, they can't afford to run.
Yeah.
We got Blankenship in there, too.
They got 2 throws.
All right, now they come to the line, empty backfield. Here's a snap, and now we got a whistle.
Coach Smith called timeout.
We took our last time out. They trying to do something kind of funky, I guess, and now Haywood's coach is not happy about that. Or maybe he's not happy with his team. He's talking to his team over there. Let's take a quick timeout with them. 56 seconds to go, 42-35. We'll be back. Third down, 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers right and left. Hines in the shotgun, Williams beside him. Here's a snap, straight drop. Here's a blitz. Sack! Off the edge, back to the 22.
You better line up, boy.
They better line up. As we get them off the edge, they're taking their time. Who was that?
Picking up Parker Gerald's.
Parker Gerald's off the edge. Here's a 4th down play. They throw it in the end zone. Incomplete! Incomplete! And the Tigers are going to win it! As they celebrate on the sideline, man, the defense come up big there as Parker Gerald came in from his defensive end position and sacked Hines. So the Tigers will just have to snap it one time, and that's it. Smith under center. Here's a snap. Takes a knee, and the Tigers are going to win this game. It wasn't the prettiest win, but a win's a win. It looks real good right now. As the clock is winding down, and Hardin County, they'll defeat the Tomcats 42-35. Stay tuned for the Central Bank postgame show coming to you right after this timeout. All right, welcome back to Jim Carroll Stadium in a game that I'm telling you, David Long needs to be a prognosticator because he was in my office today. He said, we get on them, they'll lay down. But if you let them in the game and keep them around at halftime, you're going to get into a shootout, and boy, was he right.
Well, I really do think, like we talked about off air, we score those 2 touchdowns in the first half, we would have been up 28-0. The fumble on the 3-yard line, and then the mistakes that we made, we kept them in the game, and then they get that long score, that long pass score to get a score right there before half, and now they come out and they're fired up. And, yeah, David's right. I mean, but I really do believe this was a good game for us, even though how bad it was. We made 1,000 mistakes in that game. I mean, mental mistakes, things that they'll be able to coach 3 weeks on mistakes they made in this game. But to be able to win a game like this and you make all those mistakes, that got those boys pumped up, and it's got to make them believe that they can finish against anybody.
Well, I'm sitting here watching Haywood. They're out on the field, and it's kind of like the end of the season, like they lost a playoff game or something, or or the district championship game, and they're not in our district. I mean, we may see them down the road. Hopefully, we will. But you can tell how much it meant to them to come in here. I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Hardin County. This was a game of the week, number 4, number 6, going at it. And they wanted to come in here and prove a point. A lot of chatter, too. And so, and then Hardin County, they came out with, another little bit of edge to them, maybe an edge that we hadn't seen all year long, that, they wanted this game, too. You could tell that in our quarterback.
Well, and another thing, and Kendall can probably give us the numbers because he's got stats on it, but they scored just about every possession from the middle of the third to the middle of the fourth. And, I mean, it was one of these games that you felt like whoever had the ball last was going to win the ball game. And then they get the ball back, close to, on a short field. What was it, 40-something yard line?
Yeah.
So, and we hadn't stopped them but once. And that they're thinking, okay, this is what we wanted. We got the ball back. We got a short field. We got plenty of time with 2 timeouts. We're just going to run it like we did. And then we stopped it.
The weird thing is, both of them were set up by the kicking game, Kendall, and the punting game. Of course, they think we're going. We call a timeout. We decide to punt it. They bring everybody up. They think we're going to. Hey, they're going to run a fake here. This is a good opportunity. Nobody's back deep. When we punt them back deep, and then our defense comes up, makes a couple of big plays, we score. And then we don't get the kickoff that we wanted. Gave him a short field. He runs it back. And then the defense had to come back, and they come up big again. I mean,
I didn't. And to be honest with you, we really hadn't stopped them but that one series.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a lot of faith that. If you don't stop any. They only had 7 points at halftime. They ended up with 35. What makes you think you were going to stop them on that last series?
Oh yeah.
And I tell you what, something that they did that I think was a mistake is they outcoached themselves. They were beating us to death running the football, and they brought out their throwing quarterback, started trying to, throw the ball around in that last time frame, but they had 2 timeouts. And, if they had chewed up those 10, 15-yard runs like they were doing, I think they would have won it. But we got that one tackle in the backfield, and they threw every down after that.
Yeah, let's take a look at the scoring plays in this game. There was a bunch of them.
Well, to start the second half, Haywood gets the ball, and they go 6 plays before Dace Cummings comes up with a huge turnover via interception, but the Tigers are unable to answer, and they go 6 plays and punt the ball back to Haywood. And then, Kirk, this is where Haywood starts their flurry of scoring drives. They go 6 plays, 56 yards. They take it in from 6 yards out. That ties things up at 14. And then on the ensuing drive, Hardin County goes 4 plays, 78 yards, and Carter Smith finds Jack Gray from 38 yards out. That puts the Tigers up 21-14. And then Haywood answers again. They go 4 plays, 57 yards, and they take it in from 46 yards out. Miller takes it in to even things up at 21. And then Hardin, it was like a heavyweight fight here. Middle of the third quarter into the fourth. And Hardin County goes 2 plays, 67 yards, and Saunders, he looked really good on that one run, takes it in from 61 yards out. That puts Hardin County up 28-21. And then Haywood answers once again, 3 plays, 56 yards. They take it in another run, 43 yards out, even things up at 28. And then the Tigers go 5 plays, 78 yards, and Carter Smith takes it in from 15 yards out. That puts the Tigers up 35-28. And then Haywood right back at it, 7 plays, 57 yards, 10-yard run to even things at 35. And then that's when we go 4 plays and we quickly punt it back to them. And then they go a quick 3-and-out, and Adam Harris comes up with an essential block punt, gives us the ball on their 10-yard line, and we strike quick. Carter Smith, Jack Gray, before they were all set up. And he takes it in from 10 yards out. That puts us 42-35. And then when our defense comes up clutch, there at the end of the fourth quarter, that is where we stand. Hardin County on top, 42-35.
Yeah, Kirk, you was talking about, man, what a win. You and Kendall both. This is a game that, hey, you don't win this game, so what? It really doesn't. It's a blemish, but it doesn't mean anything as far as district goes. But it does psychologically as you move forward. And if you can get a win out of the next two games, you're going to be end up number one in the district and playing at home. And that gives you that confidence that, hey, you can play with the best of the best.
Yeah, I think the tell of the entire ball game is mental adversity and physical adversity. Physical adversity, meaning their defensive line. Miller, their great running back who then went to quarterback. We had everything going for us there at the beginning, had them on their heels, had them on the ropes. Then we're quickly humbled. They're right back in it. Then they tie it up. And then you got to put your boots in the mud again and get back after it. We answered the call. And, fortunately, it's like Kirk said, we make 1,000 mistakes. But, coming out on top on a game like this, it's got to feel good if you're in that locker room right now.
Well, good teams make you make mistakes. That's what they're supposed to do is make you make mistakes. But, man, there's 1,000 lessons that they can look at on this. That offensive line, man, they were holy. They were in our backfield. We had a hard time running the football for any yardage. We threw just enough and ran just enough, to beat them. But you can't make mistakes like fumbling on the 3-yard line when you've got just an obvious touchdown if you just run it out. And things like that you can't do, and I guarantee you that won't happen again. That you won't see that kind of mistake made again. But to play at what I would say was their least in mentally, we hadn't messed up like this in any game. We've been a lot cleaner than what we played in this game, and it may have been part of the pressure, but all in all, to be not at your best and still pull this game out like they did against a really good team, we knew they were going to be good. We thought this game would be close. And it's a confidence boost.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, in the morning should be fun. You two guys, 9 o'clock. Coach Smith will be in for Sports Talk. We'll talk to him about tonight's game and what's ahead for the Tigers coming up in the next few weeks. So join us at 9. Your Sports Saturday will start Saturday morning at 8 in the morning with Coach to Coach. The Tigers win it over the Tomcats 42-35 in a thriller. And, what a night.
Thriller in Manila.
Yeah, I'm going to wear out myself. Appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight. Of course, our sponsors and also those that watched on our live stream. I want to thank Clark at the station, Brett on the camera. For Kirk and Kendall, I'm Steve Carnell saying so long from Jim Carroll Stadium. The Tigers win it 42-35. See you in the morning at 9 a.m. for Sports Talk right here on 93.5 FM. So long, Tiger fans.